Hello and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to be in the book of Matthew, and I am going to read from chapter 18 verses 15 through 17, starting with the English Standard Version. If your brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not listen, take one or two others along with you, that every charge may be established by the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. If he refuses to listen even to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. All right. Now, New Century Version. If your fellow believer sins against you, go and tell him in private what he did wrong. If he listens to you, you have helped that person to be your brother or sister again. But if he refuses to listen, go to him again and take one or two other people with you. Every case may be proved by 2 or 3 witnesses. If he refuses to listen to them, tell the church. If he refuses to listen to the church, then treat him like a person who does not believe in God or like a tax collector. Okay. So, we are, as a church, supposed to be united. That doesn't necessarily mean everyone has the exact same thoughts at the exact same time. What that means is when we are united, we all come to the same conclusion. There's obviously going to be slightly different ways to get to that conclusion, but everyone needs to come to the same conclusion. Now, when you have someone that does something wrong against you, or even against the church, yes, go to that person, talk to that person. Hopefully, with gentleness and a Christ-like respect, you can get that person to understand what they are doing is wrong. If they don't, as this passage says, go to 2 or 3 other people, bring them, talk, and have that conversation with those 2 or 3 other people as well. And then the next step is the church. Now, the interesting thing that I think a lot of people don't talk about is the end of this passage. If that person still does not think they did any wrong, treat them as you would someone that does not believe in God or like a tax collector. The tax collector part, I think, is interesting. Tax collectors were among some of the most hated people during the Bible times, because all they were doing was not just taking your money, they were taking more than what they were supposed to, because they wanted to have a little on the side as well. And that might not have been the practice of all tax collectors, but they were still a hated group for reasons like that. Anyway, treat that person like you would someone that doesn't believe in God or a tax collector. Okay? How are we still supposed to treat non-believers? We are still supposed to show them the love of Christ. We are still supposed to show them who God is and why it is important to follow God. But if they don't follow, then we are to have nothing to do with that person. It's that simple. It is also important never to make a huge deal out of issues. In other words, don't publicize it. Don't brag about it or boast about it. Keep it simple. Keep it quiet until the issue gets resolved. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.